Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be going over Rubedo 2.0.0 beta. So, Rubedo has just been updated and has just had so many new improvements that have changed Rubedo for the better. So, first, we're going to be going into the downloads of Rubedo and we're going to download this pack. So, we're going to go through all the download processes first in the video. There will be you can skip through the video. There will be links in the video chapters where you can skip if you want to skip the download process. But first, we're going to be heading into the Rubedo Discord. And if you don't know where that Discord is, it's going to be in the link in the description. Make sure you join this Discord. This is the only way you can download it. So join the Discord. You're going to download the most recent release. It may be different for you if you're seeing this on a different date than when I published it. But there we go. So we see Rubedo 2.0, and we're going to download that. So it's going to take me to my download page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this MC pack. We're going to open it up. And you can see it's import started. And there. So it worked. So mine says failed to import because I already have the pack installed. But you guys, it will not say that. It will say failed to import successfully. But for me, since I already have the pack installed, it won't let me do it like that. So then we are going to create a new world. If you already have a world, that's fine. But make sure you have these specific settings on your world or Rubedo will not work. So we're going to create a world. Let's say just Rubedo. We're going to advance. You don't need to change anything in here except for maybe show coordinates. That'd be useful. Then we're going to hop down to cheats. Make sure you put cheats on and make sure you make education on. That's very important. Make sure you have cheats and education on. Then we're going to hop into the behavior packs and we're going to apply Rubedo 2.0. So make sure it's active. And if you have any other packs in the world, make sure it's the highest one. So make sure this is at the very top of your packs. Alright, so then we're going to go into experiments and just enable every one of these. Alright, so enable all the experimental toggles. This will make sure Rubedo is working correctly and also gives Rubedo access to all the experimentals for your world. Alright, so let's load into the world and get started. Alright, so once we're in the world, we can test that Rubedo is working by typing -help in chat. And if you see this replying, then you know Rubedo is working. So you might be wondering, why is Rubedo so small? Why am I only getting these few commands? So that is because that it only will show you the help commands that you have access to as your permission. So as you can see, we only have access to help, ping, and version. So you can see we are on Rubedo version 2.0.0. Make sure your version is up to date and that you're using the latest version so that your security and performance features are up to date. Alright, so now once we have Rubedo installed and ready to use, we're going to simply type /function start. So there we go. So /function start is going to give a little cool animation, and it's also going to tell us about Rubedo in the chat. So it's going to say, welcome to Rubedo, the most advanced anti-cheat for your realm, sites, and worlds. For updates, check out Smell of Curry on YouTube. This mod can be downloaded from the Discord, which is in the link in the description. And if you need documentation, make sure to head over to the GitHub link. That's very important. So it's going to say we have just been given admin, get help by typing /help. So now if we type -help, you can see we have access to so many more commands. So help 2 and help 3. Oops, help 3. Alright, so you can see we have access to all of these commands that we can use. And this is very, very cool because it gives us access to so many new features, and it's such a big difference from just a normal member. So first we're going to be going over the very simple, and very complicated, I guess, regions. So regions are so cool because they're never before seen anti-cheat feature that Rubedo has to offer. So now we're able to hop into game mode C, and if we tested it before, we would not be able to hop into game mode C because of the anti-cheat. So what we're going to do is, let's say we have a little spawn built over here. So we're going to build a little castle, and we're going to make a little bit of region, you know what I mean? Let's say this is our nice, beautiful spawn. We'll add like a little castle right here. Alright, so we're going to make a little castle. Alright, let's go. So that's our spawn. It's very beautiful, I know. Alright, so let's say the spawn starts right here. So let's say we want to protect all areas between this coordinate. So what we're going to do is we're going to do region, then we're going to do region add. Okay, And you can see I'm entering in chat. This is just to save it in chat. And I'm pressing the up arrow to go back to my command. So region add, then we're going to get our first x coordinate. So that's -59. If you're wondering how I got that, it's going to be right here in this corner. So as you can see, it says position -59, right below the Horion stuff. So you can see position -59, that is our x coordinate. And we also want to get the y coordinate, which is 59. So you can see that it's 59 as the x. Oh, the x is -59, the y is 66, and the z is -59. So we want to get the x and z. Then we're going to hop over to all the way to where we want to end our protection. So let's say we want to protect all the way to over here. So we're going to do -22. And then we're going to do 24. So as you can see, -22 is that x, and 24 is our z. So there we go. It says created region from -59, -64 to -59 to -64, 59 to 22 through 20, 24. So let's make sure that's working by doing region list. So if you see a region in that list, then boom, we are good. All right, so let's test it. If we try to place down blocks or do anything in the region, obviously we can do that. But if we go into game mode S, you can see automatically we cannot do anything in this region. So we can't place, we can't break, we can't do anything. But as soon as we hop out of the region, we can do whatever we want. So we can still do most things because we are an admin. So let's say we're going to set block right here, chest. I will always be able to open this because I'm an admin. And also, the permission is set so that anyone can open these. So if I do dash permission, or if I do dash region permission, set open containers to false, that means no player in this claim can open containers. But obviously, I still can. So we're going to test this by doing region, role, set. Then we're going to do smell of curry. Then we're going to do false. So this is just setting, member. So this is setting me to a member. So basically, I have the same permissions as a normal member in the world. So I can't do anything in this region. And I can't open chests because I've set the region permissions false. So if I want to change this back, you see I can't do this. I'm going to need permissions. So we're going to have to run that same function start command again. And now I have permissions. So then we're going to set open containers to true. And as you can see, we can now open containers. So there's a lot more permissions you can set for your region. And this region command only sets the current region that you're in. So you see how I never entered any coordinates or anything into this region command? It was all based on the region I am currently in. So let's say I'm outside of this region. You can see that you are not in a region. You must be inside of a region to use the region commands. So there we go. So there's region permission set, and I think it might show us. Okay, so you will need to head over to the GitHub, and I'll have the GitHub linked in the description. So we're going to hop over onto the GitHub, and we're going to go to the homepage. So make sure you read this README. This README is very important, and also just shows you what you're installing into your world. So we've already went over the roles, but basically you can do role set, a player name, and then you can set a player to a role. So you can do member, moderator, or admin. Also, we're going to go over some commands. So we have the help command we went over. We have the ping command we went over, the version. But now we have access to so many more commands that Rubedo has to offer. So we have ban, unban, freeze, unfreeze, spectate, mute, unmute, EC clear, so you can clear players in their chest, and then the region commands, which we went over. So Rubedo gives you access to so many commands that allows you to change so many things in your world and help you moderate so many things in your world. So as you might be watching this at a later date, and that's fine, but you might have more access to more commands. So that is why you should always be reading this README to stay updated, and also make sure you're in the Rubedo Discord to stay updated with Rubedo. So we haven't really gone over much. So let's hop back into Rubedo and let's check out all the amazing protections Rubedo has. So you might be wondering, why do I have Horion installed? So Horion is an anti-cheat. I do not recommend downloading it because you'll probably be banned from tons of servers. And I'm only downloading this because so I can test this anti-cheat. So let's see. As you can see, I'm using the hack or the nuker. The nuker in Horion destroys every block and just nukes tons of things. So the nuker is a very bad feature for server owners because it will destroy your entire world. But Rubedo has a fix. So I'm gonna hop into so you can hack and do whatever you want as long as you're an admin. Once you're a member though, you cannot do anything. So we're gonna do role set smell of curry to member. So I'm just setting myself back to member so we can test the anti-cheat. So as you can see, when I try to break blocks, it just gets replaced back instantly. So as you can see, I'm trying to break blocks and trying to do everything, but I can't do anything. I can't nuke this world because Rubedo has such a good protection. So we're gonna turn nuker off. Nuker also works with chest. So usually nuker, anti-nukers, and anti-cheats don't work with chest. So we're gonna do set block chest, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some items in that chest. So usually an anti-cheat won't protect these chests, and when you use nuker on them, it will just delete them. And that's very, very bad because it won't add much protection to your world. So as you can see, when we try to break blocks, it won't work. Oops, let me get out of here. Oh shoot. Let me game mode C. Oh, I can't go to game mode C. Okay, well we did. Alright, we're gonna go back over to that area where we went. Okay, where were we? So we were somewhere over here. Okay, so you can see that we didn't do any damage to that area over there, but you can see this chest is untouched. So when I try to break the chest, all it does is it gets replaced back, and all the items are restored. It also keeps the slots and everything where it was. So boom. So that is a brand new nuker feature that protects your worlds and everything. So that isn't it. Rubedo also has so many more protections. So if we go down to the the modules, you can see we have anti-CBE, anti-crasher, anti-enchants, anti-fly, anti-game mode, anti-name spoof, anti-nuker, anti-bad blocks, and anti-reach. We also have access to a new anti-CBE, or an anti-CPS, which basically protects you from destroying, or hitting blocks way too fast. So I'm going to open my auto clicker. So we're going to do auto clicker.exe, and we're going to test this auto clicker on something. So let's try to hurt something so fast. So we're going to press F6. Oh, well, we got to make this faster. So we're going to press F6. You can see it says you're clicking too fast, please click slower. Once you get to 15 CPS, it will warn you, but once you get over 15 CPS, it will immediately ban you from the server. Oh, actually, no. It will just kick you. My fault. So it's going to kick you straight from the server once you go over 15 CPS. It will warn you at 15 CPS to make sure you're not accidentally hitting 15 on accident. But it will kick you, and that is a warning from the anti-cheat. So it makes sure you're not hacking. Also, we have a new anti-kill aura. So as you can see, I have kill aura on, and it is killing them. So usually it will kick me right now, but since I'm the owner of the world, I cannot be kicked. But I would be getting kicked right now because I am using, what's it called? Kill aura. So that is an anti-kill aura. Also, we're going to get out of here because there's too many mobs. Alright, so we're going to turn that off. So Rubedo also has access to a very cool protection called enchants protection. So if we do that give, Rubedo isn't protecting against this just yet, but we can give myself a Minecraft diamond sword. Alright, so we're gonna give us a diamond sword. So you can see .give works. Rubedo doesn't have protection against .give yet, but it will soon. Alright, so let's do .enchant. So if I do .enchant add sharpness 4. So as you can see, I can give myself sharpness 4. I can give myself sharpness 5. But as soon So as you can see, sharpness 5. And as soon as we go over sharpness 5 to sharpness 6, it will immediately remove that item from our inventory. So that works for every single item. So if I give myself, let's just say allow blocks. If I do, oh, actually we can't hold this block. If I got myself dirt, we can do dot enchant add all. And as you can see, it will automatically remove this item from our inventory. So it's very, very quick, and it's very, very good at detecting bad enchants and bad stuff on your player. And also, it has access to so many more things to test. So we also have anti-bad blocks and what's it called? Name spoof. Name spoof we can't go over much, but it is working, and it will protect against people name spoofing in your world. The main protections it does is if there's someone already in the world with that name, it will ban them. Well, I mean kick them. Also, if their name has profanity in it, or their name does not follow Xbox TOS for gamer tags, it will kick you from the server. So yeah, those are the few protections of name spoof, but it is very, very good. Okay, so also we have protection against anti-bad blocks, meaning we cannot place blocks that we should not be able to place. So we can't test this much because we can't really get the blocks. But if I do give myself fire 1, you can see I have fire in my hands, but I can't actually hold this because it is a banned item. So we can't actually hold the item. But if we could, and if we could place down the block, it will immediately just delete the cancel and won't let us do anything. Alright, so there's a few more commands to go over in Rubedo. So we're going to do function start, and we're going to do dash help. And you can see there's a few more commands to go over to. There's a DB command, so you can see database get, database set, database clear. You won't be using these much if you're just a normal Rubedo user, but if you do encounter problems, you probably want to clear some of your databases. But I'll go over, if you need help on that, make sure you're in the Discord to get that help. So if you ever need help with database clears, I will help you in there. So also we have EC wipe. EC wipe is a very, very cool thing, because if we do set block ender chest, you can see that there's an ender chest right here. So I'm going to give myself, or actually, I can go to game and see now. Okay, so we're going to get some items, and we're going to pop down our e-chest. So you can see that I have tons of items in my e-chest, and they're still in there. So if I do dash EC, is it wipe? Yeah, EC wipe, then we're going to do smell of curry. As you can see, it will instantly clear our ender chest and remove all of our items. So that's a cool thing with EC clear. We also have access to freeze. So if I do freeze, smell of curry, as you can see, I am not frozen because I am a admin. But once I remove my role of an admin, so we're gonna go back to where I added that role. Okay. So we're going to set myself to member, and as you can see that I cannot move, I am frozen in this game. So yeah, so that is a thing with that. So we're going to actually go back, start, and we're also going to unfreeze ourselves so we don't encounter that. Okay, and so we're going to hop back into the help page, and as you can see, we have a few more. We have mute, so you can mute a player for length. This also stops them from using some of the commands that will send out chats like /message and stuff like that. We have the regions, which we went over, so help too. And we have spectate, which is very cool. So we can do spectate. And as you can see, I'm now in spectator mode. And I also can go through items, and also I can't see myself at all. So usually spectator mode on just normal will allow you to see yourself or allow you to see a player head. This one, it does not. So it's more of like a what's it called? A vanish, more of, instead of spectate. But yeah, so we're gonna toggle back out of spectate, and then as you can see, we have ban commands. So we went over that a little bit, but if I do /help ban, as you can see, this is the ban usage. So you can do /ban, then we can do player. So let's say smell of curry, and then we're gonna specify the length. So the length will be something like you can do. Let's say we want to ban someone for 10 days. Simply, you would write 10 days. And then we have the reason, hacking. So it's very, very simple to ban someone and do whatever you want with that. So we can see how that outputs if we look in the sneak peeks. So basically, that it will immediately ban you for hacking for so this one command will ban you for 10 days. And you can see how to use this command inside the README. So if we hop into here, you can see if we go up to ban, and so you can see we can ban a player for length. And the units are the same for most of the unit-based commands. So there's ban, mute, and I think those might be the only two that use units. So basically what that means is we can specify the name of the player we want to ban. Then we can specify the length. So the length is all depending on the unit. And the unit can be either years, years like that, weeks, days, hours, hours spelled like that, minutes, minutes spelled like that, seconds, seconds spelled like that, milliseconds, milliseconds spelled like that, or milliseconds spelled like that. So you can input a length into that. So let's say we want to ban someone for 10 seconds. We would do 10. We would do 10, and then we put this as seconds, and we put that as the reason. So that would look like 10 seconds, and then you can see we have a reason, let's say hacking. So, and also you can add more of a description to that reason if we do something like this. So we can do hacking using bad stuff and having bad items. So that will all pop out in the kick message. The reason will pop out. The reason will pop out in the kick message, and it will also ban them for lengths. So they cannot join back in those 10 seconds. But we can also do them, ban them for years or whatever we want to ban them for. And it's all done with Rubedo, and it's all managed by Rubedo. So yeah, so we can do an unban with them by just entering their names. And there's a little bit more region stuff. Let's say you want to remove a region. So let's say we hop over to our region over here. Let's say we don't like our region anymore, so we'll do dash region remove. This will remove the region that you're currently standing in. So if we do dash region list, you can see no more regions. So that is basically it with Rubedo, and there's going to be probably so many more improvements by the time you're watching this, because Rubedo is just getting better by the day. So if you did like Rubedo, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also hit a like. Make sure to download and join the Rubedo Discord in the link in the description. And that'll be it for me. So peace out, guys. See y'all.